Greetings, Timeshare Traveler here. Today is episode 324, maximizing my Marriott Timeshare ownership. So I'm going to talk about, just getting the most out of your ownership. So first of all, use your priority booking wisely. There's a lot of priorities you can take advantage of. Then there are a lot of discounted stays, which I haven't done enough of, but I'm going to do more of them. This is my New Year's resolution slide for 2026, and then stays without purchase of points that I've done, and I'll show you that in a video, both the discounted stays and the purchase are little videos. And then I want to talk about free stays using them. I've used the mobile app to show you how you can get free stays with your Marriott and your timeshares. So without further ado, and then at the end I'll tell you a little bit about my channel, but without further ado, let's talk about using your priority booking wisely. Okay, the first thing is know the booking windows. That's important. So the 13-month is premium tiers. You get that, but for the regular, you have 12 months for destination points to get a full week, and then at 10 months you can get less than a full week, and then even closer, 6 months less than a week for Ritz-Carlton, which I've actually used. I love going to the one in Tahoe, which is very close by. There's actually several. There's a couple one in San Francisco too. So for me, very locally, I can get a couple, and it's really enjoyable. The other thing I want to tell you, if you happen to own Vistana, I play the game of Vistana's booking windows of 12 months, and I play the game of looking at the bookings on both sides because I have the option of moving all my points in, which I do. I've been doing. It's only been a few years, so I've been doing every other year. I move them into Marriott and take advantage of, trying to get a larger bulk versus using them on the Vistana when it's a little bit cheaper. Particularly if I'm going to go to Maui. Maui seems to be cheaper on the Vistana side if you can get it, and right now it's not been a problem getting it. So again, play the game off of both sides if you happen to have that. And again, this requires a little more planning ahead. Know where you're going to go and what type of property can you take leverage to Vistana, because that's a limited set of only the Westin and Sheraton properties. But again, it's important to plan ahead. And I will tell you this: I'm finding of the timeshares I own, Marriott does seem to have a little more availability than some of the other timeshare groups. But anyway, that's really key. And now I'm going to jump into showing you the discounted stays, the free stays, and those stays with cash. How you can book reservations for less money, and so you can use the normal method here of booking with club points. But instead, what I would really like to show you is how you can actually book for less. So if you go in destinations and you find Marriott Vacation Club destinations, this shows you how you can book Explore Vacations, and you can see quite a bit of a big discount here. And all you do is just explore the resorts that are currently active. And since I'm a Marriott Club, I would click here when I actually want to reserve it. So you can see there's quite a few places. Here's Fort Lauderdale. There's even Spain, so internationally, Orlando, Palm Desert. This would be one that I would use a lot because it's close to me. And you can see it's substantial. It's like half price or even less than half the number of points. And you just have to call ahead and check. And again, you can see it's right now at the end of November. It's almost Thanksgiving tomorrow, but you can see that some of these go out to January, and you can see it for the different size rooms, so you can even see the 2 bedrooms available. And again, these are most likely going to be during the off-peak seasons. It's not going to be Christmas week. I doubt that's going to be available, and maybe it's possible, but it's kind of the last minute, in the last 90 days or less. And again, you can see there's some in Florida, Williamsburg, Virginia. There's another one in Spain. Hilton Head is available. Again, this one was surprising. We're heading into the ski season, and they actually have some nights in December available. So, and these are probably going to be weekdays, not weekends. That would be my guess. And again, in January in California, this is a wonderful resort as well. So there's quite a bit you can see. There's some in Myrtle Beach, which is, again, we're in the off-peak season, so there's more. And there's some more in Palm Desert area, even Vail, Colorado. But there's seven nights available in January, so that's pretty amazing that you can get a Vail resort in the ski season. Again, Park City, you see quite a bit. Again, it's 3 and 4, only the guest room, so this is probably weekdays. But again, still a good deal to go if you can schedule it all. There's another surf watch that allows even 3 bedrooms are available. So for literally half the price, or less. There's South Lake Tahoe, Timber Lodge, France, even Miami. Oh, that'd be fun to stay there. It's a 2-bedroom unit for $540, but only 3 nights again. So again, explore this. There's quite a bit. This is not trivial what you can do. So that's a good way to save money with your Marriott Vacation Club points. Just pay cash instead of getting your Marriott. So if you just go to Getaways, do a getaway, or even a short stay getaway, either one. Do both real quick, and then just pick some dates. Currently, and let's just go a year out. Use the map. So USA. I'm going to do California, that's closest to me. And I'm going to check Palm, see where I can find Palm. No. Let's do San Diego, Palm Springs. Let's just do that for now. And Lake Tahoe. Let's do Lake Tahoe. Fine. So you just select the areas you want. I think this will give me, and you continue. And here you're starting to see there's a Hyatt Vacation Club you can do, which is part of this on there. But what you'll see is there's Shadow Ridge, Palm Desert. You can book it with cash, depending on the level that you're at. This is a 2-bedroom that you can get for $1,000. This is cash only. Even got there's some more Marriott ones. So again, these are ways you can book. These are the studios on the Villa 2s, the Villa 1s. It looks like there's a 1-bedroom with a full kitchen. And again, I'll take an example. There's a 1-bedroom again for a week. That's pretty amazing that you can get that week for $600. That's less than $100 a night. These are the limited kitchen. This is the small side. But if you want to, you can even do this once. Expand one. So now we're looking at the Westin Mission Hills. So you can get the actual regular kitchen for $627 in early January. So I'll give you a sense. So less than $100 a night to stay in a 1-bedroom at this amazing place. Anyway, that's a good example of how you can book using cash. I won't go through the short stay exchange. But the getaways, you can do short stays. You can do the same thing. Let's see, I want to do this one. Let's go here. See what I can get. Let's look at 3 nights. And then you just pick a date. Let's pick out here. Pick the week. So you can see there are quite a bit of properties. I don't see any of the Marriotts here. Sort of have to play with it till you get it. That's an interesting one, High Sierra Lodge. For that one, you don't see any Marriotts, but you can play with this and you'll end up with a Marriott and use cash for less than a week. So there you go. There's a way to just use cash only for Marriott. This is what I do. There's a little bit of an eye chart there, but if you zoom in on the, pause it and zoom in on it, what you see is I did a screenshot of booking a Bonvoy point. One of my favorite places to go is Lake Tahoe, and the studio has a full kitchen, so you're not sacrificing that. And actually, the bed is kind of in a separate room. It's not got a full door, so it's a little different than a one bedroom. But to me, it's basically a one bedroom. And if it's just two of you or just yourself, with plenty of privacy. So I hear you can see that you can stay for 2 days. This happens to be a weekend in this end of November, December, for 104,000 points. And you can't book too far out. It's kind of last minute stays where this becomes available, at least as far as this resort is concerned. And I have 2 credit cards, one of the original Starwood, which I still kept, and the Marriott card. And so I get 1 free night every year, which is 35,000 points. And so I use those when I want to stay at like one of the timeshares, because I'm going to maximize it. So you're allowed to use all the 35,000 and then add additional points. So if you look at this, I'm actually going to have 2 nights, and I'll use my 2 credit card stays. That's 70 of the 104. So then I only really need to get 34,000 points out of my account to book for the weekend, which I consider this a great deal versus using my destination points to book the same reservation. That would be quite a bit of cost. Anyway, so I just want to give you an example that you can actually use the Marriott Bonvoy app to book reservations. So now I'll tell you a little bit about my channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com.